As of lately, I've been thinking a lot about putting a wig on, but also the idea of transitioning. And I don't know where that came from. It just came out of nowhere, but it's been sitting on my spirit for like the last year or so. Yesterday, I made this spontaneous decision to do my face a little bit more than what I normally would. I put lipstick on, I put my lashes on, and I popped on a wig that my cousin gave me. It's literally a wig. And I want to see if I can sell the fantasy. And I'm gonna show y'all the video right here.
Bitch, you know I'm hella sexy. You know it. All these niggas wanna neck me.
So that was the video. I don't know, let me know down below, like, just giving. Is it giving? Don't do too much on a wig. I'm a makeup artist, not a hairstylist. Firstly, what y'all think about the look? Like, is it giving? Is it giving? I can see myself wearing wigs more. Transitioning? I don't know. So that's basically what I did yesterday. I'm so sick of working, you guys. 9 to 5s are just crazy. So crazy. I never really promote my Instagram on my YouTube, but definitely follow me on my Instagram. That's where the Q&As and stuff happen. I feel like I want to do another Q&A in a couple of more weeks. So definitely head over to my Instagram and follow. I have 2. It's cold, bitch. I don't like that. Hello, you guys. It is Mari back with another video. And like I always say, don't be scared to fall because you may fall into a better situation. I like to feel like I'm a part of that better situation. You're already here, so you might as well subscribe. Let's get into this video. So I will be 26 this year, and I just wanted to get down and just make a video about how it feels to be 25 and about to be 26 in just a few months. And I'm 4 years away from 30. I've learned I needed to stop thinking so much about the future and live in the present. Present is a present, and you have to live in the moment. You literally have to take each day, day by day. You can't think, let me get through Monday through Friday so I can get to the weekend. If you're only expecting the weekend, you're gonna wish that you slow down because time is just gonna pass you right on by. Getting older has also showed me that it's changed my mind. It's matured my mind. It's made me see things from a different perspective. A perspective that I would have never been able to see. And it really took time for situations to set on me and for me to actually grow into the mindset that I have today. And that is the good thing about age and time. You become more and more seasoned. You understand life a bit more. And you understand that you don't have bad situations. It becomes a bad situation when you look at the situation as being bad. One thing that is heavy for me right now is, and that I'm realizing and that I think about very often, I'm getting older, but getting older for you also means that your parents are getting older. My priority now in life, now that I'm getting older, is to see my father way more often. And I wish I would have taken advantage of that when I was closer, because now since I'm about six hours away from him, it's not as easy for me to go see him because I have to get off work, and it's just so many things just standing in the way of me seeing my father as much as I want to. Do want to see my father a lot more, and if my mother was here, I would want to see her a lot more as well. This is something that you may take for granted. You're just thinking, oh, I'm young, my parents, nothing was going to happen to them. But the older you get, you have to realize that time doesn't stop for anyone, and your parents are, in most cases, you're going to outlive them. So this is something that you don't realize until later on in life, and I'm glad that I'm realizing it sooner than later. And if you know me personally, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I never really had a good relationship with my father until a couple of years ago because of my gayness. It just always created a disconnect with us. But with age, I just realized that there's not a rule book to teach parents how to love or how to raise a gay boy specifically, or just gay people in general. I had to learn to give him patience, and there was a disconnect with us because I felt like he tolerated my gayness, and I feel like that was true. My father was very in denial of my gayness once I owned it myself, but over time I feel like now we're at a place of acceptance because he sees that I'm not going to change and there's nothing he can do about it. So it was either sit in that place of tolerance and continue to have this disconnect, or try to love me for my own choices and love me for who I am. And with time, I've realized that I had to stop that disconnect and just reel my father back in, because I feel like tolerance is the stage before acceptance. Some parents can move directly into acceptance because they've always accepted you, but some parents, it takes a little bit more time. And I think that we as gay people should understand that and give your parents a lot more grace, because it can be a lot having a child, especially a boy, and growing up wanting him to be a football player or whatever that you want him to be. He turns out to not be that. And it could just be a lot for a parent to go through, especially a dad and a son. I don't think any parent wishes for their child to be gay. I'm gay, and I would never, ever wish for my child to be gay. Only because of the way the world perceives gayness and how the world treats me as a gay person. And I would never want my child to go through that until the world gets to a place of acceptance and not tolerance. I would never wish for my child to be gay, because I don't want them to go through the things that I went through. I will say that gayness is at a better place than it was a few years ago, but we are still at a place of tolerance and not acceptance. It is still dangerous out here. We're still getting killed. The clubs are still getting shot up. Gayness is still a target. There's so much that still needs to be done. And progression, evolution, it'll happen eventually. Being 25 and aging, I'm really at a point in my life where I really prioritize not just my father, but also relationships with all of my immediate family, and just putting all of the past behind me and stop letting the trauma hold me back in life. Even men that have hurt me, I have to put all of that behind me and get back to a place of true happiness. Just life be lifing. And with age, I just realized that a situation isn't as bad as you think. It's just your reaction. It's your thoughts on the situation that make the situation bad. If you go into every situation thinking, oh well, this could have happened, it could have been worse. I know that sounds corny, but honestly, it's very true. My car was stolen weeks ago. This is the third time my car has been stolen. And this time I almost cried. The first two times I didn't cry at all. I didn't shed a tear. I was just quiet, and I was just like, wow. But this time I almost cried, and I constantly put my faith in God, and I understand that God works in mysterious ways, and I understand that God will give life to you harder because He needs you built differently. That is a message that God has put in me, and I know a lot of you may resonate with that. So receive that. He needed you built different to hold what He's about to give you. Always set with me. It's always set with me through every situation. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Your life isn't going to be hard for no reason. There's a purpose behind it. And through everything that I go through when life is doing its thing and life, and I take time to feel my emotions, but when I snap back to reality and I know that there's a God above that is watching over me, and also my mother and everybody, all of my loved ones that are watching over me and got their hands on me, I'm going to be good, because there are so many other things in my life currently that I'm blessed with. And one of them is to be alive, to be able to see, to be able to eat. I'm not disabled. I can drive. I can make my own money. These are blessings. A lot of us don't even realize how blessed we are. This is what I've realized with age. And it's a beautiful thing. My birthday is August the 13th. I am a Leo. Not too much on us. No, I'm joking. But my birthday is August the 13th, and I'll be 26. I'm 4 years away from 30. Whenever I think about my age, I instantly think about 15. And 15 was the age when my mother passed away. And whenever I think about my age, think about 15 as well. And whenever I think about 15, I think about my mother, and I think about all the years that have went by. And it still feels like it was yesterday. I don't want to talk about that. Right now, what is important to me is my family. Mending the relationships that I've had with everybody, but I'm also at a point in my life where I'm caring less about things that should have never mattered to me and to begin with. I love that. I understand what people mean when they say 30 is going to be your best years, because it's going to be so much stressful. You're just not going to care. And I feel it coming. I feel me slowly not caring about some of the things that I've always cared about, because I have such a young mindset. I had such a young mindset. And I always have a young mindset, because age doesn't mean that you change as a person. It means that you just become another number. I'm still 21. I'm still 20. I'm still 19, 18. I'm still 17. But I'm also 25. Get what I'm saying? My love life is so unpredictable. And I don't know. I'm up and down with men. Men are a distraction for me. I'm not gonna look for love. I'm gonna let it find me. I don't know, you guys. What do you think? So, let me know down below how old you guys would be this year and what is your sign. Let's chat about that down in the comments. Let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just basically chatting with me and just understanding what it feels to be 4 years away from 30. It feels scary. I'm not gonna lie, it feels scary because it's scary because time is flying. And whenever you think about time flying, it's very easy to associate time flying with you getting closer to your death. Like I said, live in the present and not the future. Live in the present, live in the moment and not the future. Because if you don't live in the present, the time is going to keep going fast. And once I realized that I was living in the future, now my life is slowing down because I'm living in the present. I'm actually living in the present. I'm spending a lot of time with myself. I'm taking my life as slow as I need to. I'm taking a day as slow as I need to. It took me a lot to get to this place. It took me a lot to find myself. I spent years in that closet. I came out in 2015. It's 9 years later. I'm still finding myself. Well, I hope this video was some value to you guys. As always, I would say, stay honest. And I will definitely see you guys for another Monday. And remember that I upload vlogs on Fridays. So stay tuned for those. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay honest. Smooches. Bye, guys.
Put it on the hood. Hey, before we put it on God. Hey.
Bezo made a banger.